we'll get to L. Bell in a second, but first, a little Monday Night Football highlights. Eli Manning with a nice pass to Sterling Shepard, but an even nicer catch.
Game winner. Giants on the board, win number 2. OBJ says we run the table. We in there. He's probably right about that. 9-7, if they run the table, probably does win that division, but they're not going to go 9-7.
Is that winning every game the rest of the way?
That's what running the table typically means, Jenna.
It just seems so far-fetched and preposterous.
What was that place that Michael Jackson had? What was this house called? What was it called?
Oh,
Wonderland? Neverland?
Neverland.
Yeah, that's where OBJ is.
Oh, Neverland Ranch?
7 in a row.
To the NBA now, Bulls, Mavs, Zach LaVine gets the steal. Nice windmill dunk.
All right, we knew Zach LaVine could do this. The dunk.
He's really grown his game, though.
Absolutely.
Has a nice jump shot.
Ooh.
His body's gotten better, too.
He's really recovered from that knee injury.
27 a game this year, top 5 in the NBA in scoring. It's a really good story.
All right, moving on. Same game, though. Luka Doncic watching completely confused Justin Holiday.
Reverse between the legs.
Oh, no. And let's pull up from super deep in your eye, Luka.
Nick, how old is he?
He's 19 years old.
How long has he been playing professionally?
8 minutes.
At least 5 years. No, in the NBA, 8 minutes, but in the
5 minutes, you're right. 5 minutes in Dallas. But in Europe, he's been playing since a kid, Jenna.
And he's been great.
He's been working, Jenna. That's what you need to think about your girls. Get them over playing some basketball in Europe.
Yes,
since they were 13.
That's what I need to think about my girls, Nick, is playing basketball
They got their talent from Steph.
Finally, Sixers see Tyler
Steph's
Johnson.
the best athlete in the family.
That is not true, and I will stop the show to argue the point. That's to Derrick Jones Jr.
Definitely the smartest, though.
Maybe.
Derrick Jones Jr., go get it, young man. Jumping from the semicircle.
Check it out, man. 2 steps from setting this pick at the 3-point line. Yemen. Dude is all arms and legs.
Excellent second half by Philly. Close game at the half. Philly spread him out.
Can you get him some bone broth or something to go in his bones?
Forget it. I could train him. Give him the muscle mass he needs.
I'm with you.
You want to play in
Brian's going to train my upper body. Jenna, you train my lower half because you're more explosive exercises. Brian, you know he's got this thing with the...
Okay, all right. We got a guy on our staff named Brian who doesn't do legs. That's what C wants people to know that. All right, now let's do the television show. Let's play in or out. Go ahead.
Carmelo Anthony's short time with the Rockets is
and he never does legs either.
No.
Or arms. According to reports, or the midriff, Melo's representatives are looking at potential destinations for the 16-year vet. CC, you in or out on Melo making a contribution to another team this season?
No, I just got in on Melo.
You did.
I had just gone to the church and repented and everything.
Yeah.
Man, I'm so sorry for hating on Melo for all this in Houston. Man, I really believe in Daryl Morey and what he's doing there, and I'm a huge believer in Chris Paul. And he can't help them? Like, who are you gonna help? No, I'm out on Melo, man. I'm done. I'm done with Melo.
The question is, making a contribution to another basketball team?
Yeah.
Can I make it the big 3?
No. Gotta stick to the NBA.
Then I gotta be out.
Wow.
This makes me sad. It's a sad end for my guy Melo, but no, he's washed. It's over. It's a wrap. I was wrong. I thought he'd be good for them. I thought he could be good for the Thunder. He's not good for nobody. He'd be good in the big 3, though.
I just hope that you didn't turn in one of your chips to one of your good friends, Daryl Morey, and call him and be like, hey, Daryl, I got one for you, bro.
No.
Break these down now. Bring my boy Melo over. Get rid of Ariza. Oh, yeah. Luke Bashard Mute. He can't play anymore. Just when I got his name right, you got rid of him because of Nick. What?
You got it right an hour ago. What Mute is amazingly not how you say it. There, now you got it.
On to the NFL now. The Saints are signing veteran wideout Brandon Marshall. This just days after losing Des Bryant to an Achilles injury. So, Nick, are you in or out on Brandon Marshall making any impact with the 8-1 Saints?
I'm in. This is the guy said they should have signed from the beginning instead of Des Bryant. I like it. He actually played football this year with Seattle. It was brief. C explained to me last week how badly they need another outside wide receiver with Kamara and Ben Watson being their next 2 leading catchers. He wasn't their first choice. Sometimes your second choice ends up being your best choice. I'm in on Brandon Marshall.
I hate to do it to it, but I've been thinking about this. Drew Brees is playing at a level, and Brandon Marshall, me and him got a long history. Great locker room guy. I believe he's really going to fit in. I was cheering for Dez. I was like, how they not sign Brandon Marshall instead of Dez? Like, how did Sean Payton get that one wrong? So, I'm in on it. I'm in on it. I believe he can help him out.
Because you think they need this spot.
Dude has not played in a playoff game. This is 13th season. Has not played in one playoff game. I'm in with Brandon Marshall.
Good. I'm glad I praised you.
So you guys are on the same page. Both of you think sometimes the second choice is the most amazing choice ever.
Yes, absolutely. And after you told me
after I told you that.
I know I'm on my second marriage, and trust me, I'm in.
Whatever that was. On to Le'Veon Bell.
That does not make you want to run. I just got a text from Mama, hey, get home. Let's do this. Hurry up the show.
We got 40 minutes left. Stay focused.
Bell is unlikely to report to the Steelers by today's 4 p.m. trade deadline. That would make him ineligible to play for the rest of the way. CC, you in or out on the Steelers being just as good without Le'Veon Bell?
Oh, I'm out. No, it's about the horses. Coach told me, hey, Chris, it ain't about the X's and O's. It's about the Willies and the Joes. And, man, L. Bell, now, let's not forget, you might not like what he did, not like the style. But, man, he's one of the best running backs that we have seen. All-purpose in the league. Power, speed, catch the ball out of the backfield, can run a variety of routes outside the number. No, he's a special player. Let's not trip.
Listen, I'm out as well. I think the Steelers can continue on the trajectory they're on, but I think they would be on an even higher trajectory with Le'Veon Bell. And they are now going to be asking James Conner, come week 14, come week 16, come the playoffs, to deal with a heavier workload than he's dealt with at any time. In his football
His
life.
body is not going to ever feel like it's going to feel in November. How does he deal with that?
Correct. And November's not even the one that matters. We're talking about, for them, it's January. So, listen, I'm out. I think that Steelers can continue on this trajectory, but of course they'd be better with 26.
All right, on to the Chargers now. They're 7-2 behind Phillip Rivers, 21 touchdowns and a career-high 115 passer rating. Rivers says he's playing the most consistent football of his career. Nick, you in or out on Phillip Rivers being a legit contender for MVP this season?
If Drew Brees gets to be a legit contender, so does Phillip Rivers. Phillip Rivers, to me, would be third right now on the list. His team has tied for the third best record in football. He's playing the best of his career. Mahomes, Brees, Rivers, and he's going to get a chance to change that narrative if he goes into Kansas City and his Chargers beat Patrick Mahomes.
LA Chargers, they are 7-2. Phillip Rivers is a great story. But, no, he's not no legitimate. No, I'm out. With Drew Brees, the way he's playing, let's stop. We can barely put Drew Brees in the conversation because Patty Mahomes last week in game number what?
Game number 9 of the 10 of the season.
Broke the team score.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, come on, stop,
game
man. The touchdown record. Like, no, let's stop. I'm out. Phillip, he needs the attention. He's a great, great story. Good man. He got like 30 kids and everything. Great story.
He drive like 300
He's
miles.
a good man. Wear some great cowboy boots, the big old buckle and everything. A brooch and go ahead, get it in, man.
Appropriately described Phillip Rivers. Let's move on now. Ending with the Ravens. Lamar Jackson is the only first-round rookie quarterback to not start this season, and with Joe Flacco questionable with that hip injury, it could be Lamar's time. CC, you in or out on Lamar Jackson giving the Ravens a better chance to win than Joe Flacco?
I need some better questions because I'm out. I've been out on people all day. I had to throw in the N in there on a mistake. It wasn't even on the sheet and everything. I'm out. I'm out. Joe Flacco's the best chance for them because they got to be able to pass the football. I don't believe with a predominantly running quarterback it's effective in the NFL. Eventually, it will be. But I just still believe 4 or 5 more games, Baltimore still got a chance. I'm still going with Flacco over that stretch.
Well, listen, let me represent for my client for a moment. Joe Flacco, since week 1, has thrown 9 touchdowns to 6 interceptions. If throwing the football is important, Joe Flacco ain't very good at it either. I think
you heard somebody say that on TV before?
Something similar. I heard something similar. You got a little spicy in that segment when I heard it. Listen, I'm in. I think at this point, with the Ravens going from 4-2 to 4-5, with the offense and the defense simultaneously starting to deteriorate, I think a shot in the arm, and maybe for John Harbaugh, I don't know why he's on the hot seat, but he is. For John Harbaugh, maybe a little life vest for him as far as his job, if he can get something out of Lamar Jackson a year early. For all those reasons, I am in.
All right. Nice job, guys. Let's take a break. Coming up, can the Cowboys make a playoff push after beating the Eagles? Jerry Jones seems to think so. That's next on First Things First. Let's see. What's on your mind?
Nope.